Hi guys, Froggy and Z here. This is my very first motovlog. I've received my microphone adapter, everything seems to be working in order, so hopefully the audio comes out just right, and we are on our way. The weather is not the best, but it should do for today's little motovlog. Hi guys, hey guys, hey guys, hi guys, welcome to Froggy and Z. Close my visor. Right, it's pretty cold today here in the Manawatu, New Zealand. Actually fucking raining right now. Just a little shower hopefully. Right guys, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Froggy NZ, my very first motovlog. I'm a French fella living in the beautiful New Zealand, and I ride a Suzuki Boulevard C90T Boss, and in Europe this bike is called the Suzuki Intruder C1500T. So it's all blacked out, so it's Suzuki, what's it called? Blacked out Suzuki Special. That's what the Boss stands for. Anyway, so I think today, since it's raining, I thought we could talk about riding in the rain. Other people have done it before on different motovlogs, but I've never seen anybody do it on New Zealand road, because they're quite specific road down this way, because then on this side of the world, because I have to say that they don't do a great job with the road. I'm used to the French roads, they're very wide, very smooth, no bumps or anything, but here it's actually quite bad how you get all sorts of bumps and holes and potholes, and you can see where like the tar come up to the surface because of the heat and create all those slippery spots. So anyway, so as you can see, I like to ride on the middle of the road, where I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's a lot drier, I reckon, on the side, rather than those wet patches where all the actual tires hit the road all the time. So I like to stick to the middle of the road. Yeah, so what else? Also, of course, when it rains, I will always reduce my speed. I mean, it is in New Zealand, the speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour, which will be in America the equivalent of 60 miles per hour. So I'm on the straight line, so I mean I'm going by 110, not even that, so it's not too bad. But yeah, when it's raining, I like to keep my speed down, especially when it comes to twisties or something. I'll definitely go down to about 80 k's. Call me a nana rider, or like a bit of a wet blanket or whatever, but what matters to me is getting where I want to go, not how fast I get there. I just want to make sure that you know, I get to ride my bikes for many years, because I really love it. Can't see the point of trying to rush and I can end up crashing or something. And of course, you got to keep in mind that there's a lot of idiots on the road, and they don't mind not give a fuck that it's raining. They'll drive like morons and fucking end up crashing into you, or you know, something like that. So anyway, and of course the cops, yeah, always the cops, and they won't fucking let you off. You know, they're quite strict in New Zealand when it comes to speed limit. So I try to be reasonable, first for my own safety and for other people's safety. Of course, something else that needs to be taken in consideration is the how good your tires are. First, what brand, you know, how old they are, what the wear and tear on them. because as you guys will know, brand new tires are extremely slippery, especially when it's wet. So you got to take it really easy on new tires, but also when you got tires that are well used and you know they're getting run down a bit and they're getting bald, and yeah, it makes it slippery as well. But in New Zealand, on top of all that, you got to add, there's a lot of, New Zealand is a big dairy country, so have a lot of cows crossing the road, like on this patch. You might see cow shit all over the road, and I mean, like here you also have roadworks. So I'm gonna slow right down, 30 k's. But yeah, look at that mud and the cows, and they cross the road and shit everywhere, and that's extremely slippery. So you know, all those are the environmental factors that you need to keep in consideration when you ride. Because at the end of the day, it's not. I mean, I used to have a sports bike, right? I used to have a Kawasaki Z750 back in France, and this thing was very powerful. I absolutely loved that bike. It was extremely powerful. I mean, this thing would go way above 200 km per hour. But I tell you what, in Paris, it is very useful because of all the traffic and all that. And it's a nimble little bike, and you can go around traffic. You know, it's quite cool. Whereas in New Zealand, I mean, look at that, zero traffic. I'm not in a big city. I'm only down the countryside, so I don't need something fast or something nimble. Like, I'd much rather have something big and bulky and sticks to the road and heavy, like my Suzuki Boulevard, because at the end of the day, I don't know why, but I feel a lot more secure on my big bike than even in my car. Don't ask me why, just the way I feel about it. Well, this road is actually closed because a truck over this way is a gorge, Manawatu Gorge, and a truck actually fucking went straight through the fence and ended up going over the ditch. I mean, and it's a big slope. You're talking a good 30 meters down, and the truck was being held on the side of the road, hanging in the air by just one tire. And that's a double tanker, and the cab was just dangling, and the guy is still alive, and he's very lucky, because if it had gone down, he'd be dead. Just the sheer weight of those two tanks would have just absolutely crushed him. So yeah, that's why it's closed anyway. That's another subject. I'm just gonna pop around to my friend's house. He's got a very nice 2014 Triumph Tiger 800 XC, which is the off-road version of the Tiger. Very nice bike, and actually one of these days, he already said he's going to let me do a review on his bike, so quite looking forward to that, to be honest. Also, what I forgot to say is also when you're riding in the rain, especially when you're in town. I mean, look, this is gravel there, and here again. When you're in town, it's of course the oil patches when it just starts raining, and that's fucking slippery, mate. I mean, this is really bad. But so yeah, oil patches are really bad, so you're going to keep that in consideration. Take it easy, but more than ever, really, when it's raining, is you got to be aware of your environment more than ever. You really have to foresee everything. Try to think about every situation, and try to think about something before it even happens, because that can be the difference between your bike lying down in a fucking pile of rubble, you know, as opposed to it standing on its fucking wheels and carry on riding. Alright guys, I'm here now, so that's it for my first video. I hope the microphone worked well, and I will do many more video vlogs in the future. Alright fella, Froggy NZ, over and out.